what's poppin', people? LA Nick warming up with an LA 6-cylinder. I actually have 3 of these now. I don't know how I got so many all of a sudden. This was my first though. This one's kind of special to me because I got some signatures under there that I got on video when I was in Italy. So kind of cool. Listen to this thing. Sounds best when it's going down the freeway, going down the road at 70 miles an hour. It's just screaming. I've had a lot of these over the years, and this one by far is the best riding one I've ever had. And the only thing different, well, I have a Quattro front disc brake on it. Not a say came with dual disc, but it doesn't really need it. It doesn't have enough power to need dual disc. It's like 64 horsepower or something. They just sound good. But the only difference, this one, every other one I've had, is I have a 500 sprocket on this one. So you can go way higher RPMs. It'll go, top speed on the 750 was supposed to be, advertised at 130. This one will go past that because of that 500 sprocket, smaller sprocket. It doesn't tack out as quick. But yeah, it's an awesome sounding bike, an awesome riding bike. I might put, I got the 750 rims and the dual disc for the front. I might put them back on. I was just trying to take some weight off it. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you can, hit that share button for me, man. That share button really helps me a lot. Facebook doesn't like motorcycles. I don't understand it. But thanks, guys. See you soon. 1957 Erachi 175. This is such a cool style, man. You know, this is that era of kids liking rocket ships, spaceships, the rockets. You know, people going to the moon, and everything was designed spacey. And this is no different. Erachi's an interesting company, Italian company. They made a lot of crazy stuff, different kind of stuff. This bike is not very fast. It's only 15 horsepower. It did do 65 miles an hour though, because it's so aerodynamic. So not bad for 15 horsepower, 65 miles an hour. So 170, I think they called it a 175, but it wasn't. Excuse me. It's a 170, had 172 cc. But really cool bike. Piece of art. Italians really knew how to do artwork like this. Like, look at that tank. It looks like it's all dented, but it's not. They're called jelly mold tanks. 59 Ducati Super Sport. Really just this design of this. It's just another piece of art, rolling art. I'm not a big single Ducati fan. I don't know why. I've had a few of them. They're not for me. But the jelly mold tanks are for me. I love that tank. It's just so crazy they can bend steel like that, make them look like that. Yeah, awesome bike. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And hit that share button. I appreciate it. What's going on, guys and girls? Zoe Nick. 1935 DKW 250. This bike did 75 miles an hour. It's pretty good. And it's really pretty. They're really pretty bikes. And they're water cooled. So, you know, that's a big advantage. And they did the water cool in a fashionable way, where they wrapped around the frame. It's not in front of the frame. It's pretty sweet. Love the tank. Cut out for the seat. Race only though, no gauges, no nothing. See if they got any history here on it. DKW was the largest manufacturer of motorcycles in the 30s and built more innovative two-stroke power plants. This machine is production competition. So this was a factory DKW race bike. Of course, it's been fully restored, but it's nice. I'm digging it. It's definitely cool. Definitely cool. I would definitely ride it. Alright guys, keep watching, I'll keep shooting. What's up guys and girls, Ellie Nick. Let's look at some race bikes. Real race bikes, not street bikes, race bikes. 87 Honda RS500. 125 horsepower, 180 miles an hour. And gotta love the two strokes, man. 84 Suzuki TSR1. 186 miles an hour. Can't really see in that motor, but it's a square four, like an RG. Weighs nothing, 250 pounds. That's why it's so fast. 1984 Suzuki RG500. Not stock though, completely raced out. I have an RG, I like it. It's fun to ride. Square four, step square four, 2 crankshafts. 851 Strada Ducati. Only 154 miles an hour. Slow poker. Hey, where do they got the RG at? Oh, I like how he did the flush clean exhaust in there and then the 2 down there. Where they got this RG at? 180 miles an hour. God, they're fast, man. Little 500cc, 180 miles an hour. Kawasaki KR250, 150 miles an hour. This is a tiny bike. It's small. It's very small. It looks big in the video, but it's not. It's a tiny little bike, man. Going 150 miles an hour on it would be scary, man. Go there. Let's see, 133 miles an hour with a dustbin. They outlawed dustbin. See, this was never raced. They outlawed dustbins way before 1986. You can't race dustbins because of crosswinds. They blow you off the track. You get hit by a side wind of this, you're gone. But someone built it just for a showpiece. Or maybe they raced it without the fairing, because you can't race dustbins. 84 Cruiser 80 GP, 125 miles an hour. For 79cc bike, does 137 miles an hour. That's crazy. It's like the little tiny Morbidellis. They go that fast too. Lots of race bikes. 75 Kawasaki KR350, 160 miles an hour, because it's a 2-stroker. 2-strokes are just fast, man. What's that MZ doing in there? MZ stuck in there. Yamaha TA 125. Another Honda 125, 100 miles an hour. Kajiva RR250, 155 miles an hour. Let's see what the Rickman is. Matchless Rickman slow poker, 135 miles an hour. Big 500cc. It's slower than that little 125 over there. Harley Davidson 2-stroker, 169 miles an hour, 391 cc's, 6-speed. Legit race bike there, because it's a 2-stroker. 2-strokes rule. CZ GP 125, 118 miles an hour, water-cooled 2-stroke. Tiny little thing. I mean, this is really small. you can't tell in the video, but it's like a little tiny kid's bike. Like I could barely fit on that bike. TZ 250, 135 miles an hour. And the Jawa, 160 miles an hour. 350 two-stroke. Rotary valve. And then these are all modern day race bikes. Well, not modern day. This is 70s TZ 750. Great bike right there. Fantastic bike. Norton, Ducati, Suzuki. First gen, no, second gen, 92. 92 was, in 91 were a good year for GSXRs. RC30, great bike. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and hit that share button for me. It helps me tremendously if you hit the share button. Share, share, share. Thanks guys. 1914 Henderson Model B. Fantastic, man. Inline 4. I'm not sure what's going on. I know this is a little toolbox, but that's got this cable coming up from the mag. Oh, it's just a wire. Oh, that's the switch, on-off switch. Aha, that's what that is. On-off switch mounted in a toolbox. You got gas and oil. Yep, gas and oil. And a manual horn. No hand controls at all, right? No, yeah, just throttle. And look at the throttle. Oh no, there's hand controls on both sides, but look at this. This is, can you see this? So this is just running down to the cable, and this rod's running straight through. How clean is that, man? Both sides. Literally, like, how clean is that? Why don't they do this today? That is fantastic. I mean, look how clean the bars are. Nothing. So I'm guessing, I don't know what, oh, one's fuel and the other one's timing. No brake. Brake's down here. Yeah, so you're gonna have a foot clutch, I'm guessing. That one of these has to be timing. Let's see if we can follow the cable. That is going to timing, ignition. See right there, ignition. So this one is timing, and that one is running down to carburetor. So that's fuel. That's throttle, which makes sense. Right hand throttle. So yeah, pretty cool, man. Pretty high tech for back then, for 1914. This is just fantastic design. Look at that. Just really clean. Very clean design. Looks like this bike did the same thing. This is even cleaner. I never even heard of this emblem. Anyone ever heard of it? 1911 emblem, made in the USA. New one on me, man. It was 200 bucks brand new. I bet you it's 200 grand today, and I'm not kidding you. 45 miles an hour. I don't know this bike. I've never heard of emblem. New one on me, man. 1912 Yale, another made in the USA. 55 miles an hour, V-twin. All nickel plated. They did the same thing with the handlebars. Throttle and timing right into the bars, man, straight in. Really neat. Really cool designs for back then, man. I gotta do a nickel plated motor on something. Nickel's so fantastic looking. Right, we'll do a quick run of some old bikes. I'm gonna leave you here and start up on another row. Thanks for watching, guys, and hit that share button for me. I appreciate it. 1912 American, made in Chicago. Learning a lot of early bikes were made in Chicago. Like, that was kind of the motorcycle capital. Chicago and Syracuse, New York. Because all these early bikes, 1915 Cleveland, Let's see where this was made. It's not giving me a city. Yep, unfortunately not giving me a city. This was made in Chicago. 1910 Royal Pioneer. Not telling me a city either. But so far, the ones that did were Chicago or Syracuse, New York. Harley Davidson, 1913. Of course, Milwaukee. Flying Merkle, 1913. Cost $260 brand new. And today it's $260,000. You'd make good money on your return. Real good money on your return. Yeah, and this bike is very, very sought after and liked because of the name. The logo, the Flying Merkle. It looks to me it's an unrestored bike, but people fake stuff today, man. I don't think it is though. That leather looks really deteriorated. But people do fake these paint jobs nowadays. They're good at it. There's one in Italy at the Benelli Museum of Stacci that's faked. You can see where they did it with the brush. This looks to me, it's real. It doesn't look like it's been faked, but I could be wrong. But I don't think I am. That looks pretty real. Cool bike. I love how everyone today all worry about air cleaner. No early bikes ran air cleaners, none. The dirt went right in, and they ran forever. What do we got here? I can't see the name. Oh, Reading Standard, 1911. Cool bike, 45 miles an hour. Reading, Pennsylvania. Close to where I was born. 1911. It's pretty early, man. There was a lot of American motorcycle companies, a lot. Like hundreds and hundreds. We don't know any of them. I've never seen this one either. Militor. 1920. Made in the United States, man. Doesn't say what state. But it's got a radical suspension. I understand how it works. I've seen a Benelli like this. I think the suspension is internal inside this tube. Got a heck of a frame. I mean, look, it's a big giant body all the way down. Right? Look at the size of the motor. It's a car engine. Like a car engine and transmission. It's pretty radical. Big giant mag. I like it. I don't like the sidecar, but I take the bike. Take that sidecar off and ride this bike. Suspension's very strange, man. I like to know how it works. Because that's just going right through the hub. There's nothing in there. Wait a minute. How's the wheel spinning? Oh, I understand. That there doesn't spin. That's the axle. That circles the axle. And this rod just pivots in there. That is crazy. Militor, I guess that's how you say it. Militor. I dig it though. I love the stick shift. Right in front of you. And I love the dash. The dash is cool. I love how no cables, man. Everything's internal. They go right in the handlebars. Yeah, pretty fantastic. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that share button for me. I appreciate it. Guys, a 1929 Excelsior Super X Hill Climber. They're the size of that sprocket. That thing's cool. I like that it's grungy and used, and imagine hill climbing this thing back in the day. Hardly any, no rear suspension at all. Hardly any front. Be pretty cool. Rating standard. Fantastic bike. 1922 Reading Standard V-twin. 1,100 cc's. Oh, look that big. That's what it says. Don't give it top speed or nothing. Pretty bike though. You don't see them come up for sale too often. Pretty rare. Henderson, 1921 Henderson Deluxe with sidecar. Talking mucho dinero. Big money right there. Sell this and buy a house, literally. Another Excelsia 4. Let's see what year this one is. This is the kickstand. All the old pre-war bikes had a kickstand like that. It's pretty crazy. Whole back tire goes up in the air. 1925 Henderson Deluxe. It's only $400 brand new. Now it's hundreds of thousands. So, good investment on your money if you bought one new and you stashed it away. I don't think there's anything today that you could buy new that's stashed away that would go up in value. Very little. Very little. 1915 Sears Dreadnought Twin. Cost $235 brand new. Today, I would think over 100K. If you could find one. Like I said, I don't think you could buy anything today and stash away that would be worth to go up in value. Everything's junk. Once again, look at that nickel plating, not chrome, nickel. Way better looking than chrome. See it in the handlebars. It makes it look like jewelry. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Pretty radical Honda 750 chopper. A lot of work into it. Supercharged too. Turbocharged, sorry. Turbocharged. I want to turbocharge a Benelli Say. Just like this. We'll do fuel injection. Oh, he's got a carburetor on this one. It's got a carburetor. Right there. It's like a Weber or something. I could do this on a 6-cylinder Benelli pretty easily. Wouldn't be hard. Just got to make that pipe in the 6. So I have 2 more right here. And then make that plenum for the intake. Wouldn't be that difficult. Pretty radical bike. I like the blue windscreen. I'm not a chopper guy, but this one's pretty cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hit that share button for me. I appreciate it. So most people have heard of Bule motorcycles, and automatically you go to the modern day Bule V8 Harley Davidson. That's what you go to. But actually, the guy who started Bule, that wasn't his dream. His dream wasn't making Harley Davidson motorcycles. He got kind of, how would you say it, distracted by the money that Harley Davidson wanted to throw at him. But this was his dream. 2-strokes. This was what Bule built. This is a 750 2-stroke. A real bike, a real race bike, like serious race bike. Like this is a real deal track bike. This is what he was building. Kind of like a TZ 750-ish, water-cooled, 4-cylinder, 2-strokes. Compete with the Suzukis and the Yamahas. This was his dream. And then Harley threw a bunch of money at him and talked him into building this. That was a prototype that never came to be, thank God. This bike here, the RR1000, it's so ugly, it's cool. It is, but this wasn't Bule's dream. That was his dream. 4-cylinder, 2-strokes, real race bikes, not this. Interesting story on this one. The barber guys were telling me about it. This was a prototype. It's still in clay form. It got scrapped. It was going to be Harley's dirt bike, motocrosser. But it's cool that it didn't go to the scrapyard, and they have it here with the clay still intact. You know, the clay bodywork. That's how they make bikes. They actually have a design center here teaching kids how to do this. Now it's a whole different process with AI and 3D printing and all. But yeah, they still use clay to mold bodywork. That's the typical Bule everyone thinks of, or the Bule Lightning. But yeah, that was not his dream. So I have more respect for him now. He actually doesn't even, I don't think he's even messing with bikes anymore. He's got a band. Yeah, he plays in a band. I forget the name of it. They told me the name of his band, but I forget what it is. But yeah, this was his niche was this. And Harley kind of hijacked him. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and hit that share button for me. I appreciate it.